It is wild to me that women will still be like mystified. I just had a back and forth with a woman who, like, honest to goodness, I don't, okay, all men really want is is for a girl to be nice to them. Like, that's actually it. It's honest, it's kind of sad that we've gotten to this level.
I truly don't think the men understand how frustrating it is for women, specifically black women, right? Like when I talk to my homegirls, smart, pretty, funny, career, you got a car, you got a job, like checking off all the boxes. And they're like, oh my God, it's so hard for me to date.
I don't get why I'm still single. I don't get it. I'm a catch. What the does that mean?
That's one hell of an intro. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So, got a video for you guys of a young woman over here wondering why she is single. As well as a few other women as well. But this one in particular kind of stood out because, I don't know, it seemed like she was a bit all over the place, as you saw in the intro. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
What the does that mean?
That's one hell of an intro. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't get why I'm still single. I don't get it. I'm a catch.
Sweetheart, telling yourself that multiple times is not going to change the outcome. If it's true, you can just say it one time. We get it.
What is going on in my life where I don't have a man? Or are my standards too high? Do I box myself in a corner all the time? Like nowadays, men today want to be chased. What happened to masculinity? What happened to chivalry? What happened to men courting women?
Contrary to popular belief, all of that is still very much so happening. But what's more concerning is, why isn't it happening for you in particular?
Back in the day, dating was so much easier. And it was fun.
How the fuck would you know that dating back in the day was enjoyable? I know you weren't dating then. How do you figure that things were better back in the day? It's probably the same as it is now. The only difference is we have social media, so everybody gets to get on here and tell they fucking 2 cents about shit that really doesn't fucking matter about dating.
Today's dating is hell. You give a guy your number, and all of a sudden you don't hear from them until like 3 to 4 days later. What was the point of me giving you my number? If you're not going to text me, I don't get it.
Okay, I'll do my best to try and provide some insight. You are what we like to call a bench player. You only get in the game when we call your number. Literally. And like any player for any sport, they always have a difficult time going to the bench. Especially when they think they're a starter.
The talking doesn't go as far as the actual act. There are no, let me take you out to dinner. Let's go catch a movie. What happened to men actually planning dates?
Well, if you must ask, y'all told us y'all didn't want to go on dates unless it was somewhere extravagant. Y'all was saying that if the date is not $500 or more, then it's not even a date. The average US citizen can't afford a $500 date randomly, let alone multiple times within a month. Y'all also shame men for wanting to take women to the Cheesecake Factory as a first date. Did y'all forget? I got on every podcast, on every mountaintop, on every social media platform, and told us this repeatedly. So now we are actually taking heed to what you guys were actually saying.
Oh, do you date in today's society? I do not chase men. I don't do it. I did it once, would never do it again. I don't got time to be dating no guy that don't have no money. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to sound shallow, but I dated broke men my whole life.
Well, since you brought it up, the concept of broke is something that you guys don't comprehend very well. Y'all would call a man that makes $70,000 a year broke. And in the same breath say that you deserve a man that makes above $200,000 a year. But y'all refuse to accept and understand that those guys don't want y'all back. So if your dating history is broke men, I think that's where you should stay. That's where you've had your most success. Why change it up? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. No pun intended.
I have. Now I'm in a place where I have money and I want to travel and I want to see the world. I don't want you to buy me nothing because I can buy myself. That's not what I want. I want you to have the financial stability to pick up and go on a trip. That's all I'm asking.
Even if you made $150,000 a year, you can't just pick up and go as you please. Whether you be an entrepreneur, whether you work for someone's company, you still have to answer to somebody.
Oh, you're just very intimidating. What the does that mean?
Jesus Christ.
How do I come off intimidating when I'm the most socializing person ever?
Stop the cap.
If you are, that wasn't very convincing. But you know what? You ain't got to listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. Gotta keep the change.
What the hell was that?
What is that?
Yo, bro, these clips are getting comical. So you mean to tell me That's the way that ended. Woman, you mean to tell me that woman snapped like that and crashed out, and then gonna have the? Let me get this straight. I just want to understand, like, and this is girl math, y'all. This is girl math. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. This woman said, I don't know why come I don't got a man. I don't know why I'm single. I'm a catch. And then proceeds to crash out at the thought of somebody saying that maybe she comes off a bit of intimidating. Sweetheart, the way you crashed out, the look matches the crash out. Let's start there. The fact that you even spaz like that, you look like the type of girl that has episodes like that. That in itself could probably lure men away from you, like, I'm cool. Now, I do kind of want to harp on the part that she mentioned because I hate to say it, you feel me? Well, I'm not really hate to say it, but because the only ones that are going to really get upset about this are people that are anti-passport, bro. But she did mention that I'm making a little bit of money now. I want a man that has that stability that can get up and go. Which in kind of sounds like she's indirectly referring to somebody that kind of got like their own streaming income and don't really have to answer to anybody. Let me tell you something. Even guys that make the kind of money that can afford to do that, like the brother said, chances are they probably will have to answer to somebody. But the reason why I mentioned Passport Bros is because you're noticing more and more women go to the exact same locations as these brothers, and part of the reason why is because these guys can afford to get up and go whenever they want to, and they got streams of income where they don't have to go back home in order to make that income. And as much as I'm like, think about it. Why else would they come on the internet complaining about not being able to date the men that look like them? These women aren't going to these other countries to try to date the local men because most of these women are probably making more money than the local men. It's common damn sense, bro. I'm like, that's why they so bad.
I truly don't think the men understand how frustrating it is for women, specifically black women, right? Like when I talk to my homegirls, smart, pretty, funny, career, you got a car, you got a job, like checking off all the boxes. And they're like, oh my God, it's so hard for me to date. I got to take a break from dating. Men suck. Like, that is so disheartening. And for me too. I just be like, what's in the water? What's going on? Like, why haven't we still like caught a break? Like I've been thinking since COVID, when I started doing content and making these videos, and it seems like it's just getting worse and worse. Like, when are we going to catch a break? When is there going to be a change? Like, when is it going to happen?
Well, you got to start off by not leading with all the things that you mentioned that your friends have, because those are qualities that y'all look for in men. However, now if you're going to be sharing resources and the man doesn't have to be the one driving all the time because, she mentioned having a car and having good jobs and all that, then cool. Then we can, you feel me? Then we can take that into account and go from there. But the reality is that a lot of these women who seem to quote unquote have their shit together, they still looking for somebody to come in and take care of them. So that's part of the problem too. You got broke women and women that are not broke, both looking for the same type of man. It's like it really ain't that difficult to figure out.
It is wild to me that women will still be like mystified. I just had a back and forth with a woman who, like, honest to goodness, okay, all men really want is is for a girl to be nice to them. Like, that's actually it. It's honest. It's kind of sad that we've gotten to this level, but like the vast majority of men, like their list is not long. Women convince themselves that men have this big long list, including like, oh, they can't see them in the same dress twice within a certain period of time. Like, girl, where did you get that? Like, all men actually want is for a woman to be nice. If you really want to be the unicorn among women, you have to be 4 things. And I made up this list. Okay, this comes from me. You will land any man you want if you just like take care of your looks, are smart enough to have a conversation, not the town bike, and nice. And nice. Like, if you're even just 2 of those things, you could probably get most men. But women are really complicating it to the point where it's like they think men have all these expectations. And it's like, no. Men just want someone they can have a conversation with, who takes care of their body, who has good morals, and who is nice to them. That's it. Like, you could land any guy with that list. It's wild that women are still pretending that's not the case. Like,
I personally think that men are basically all the same. Men just want a nice, sweet, supportive woman. You don't even have to be that beautiful. Like, don't be fat, like go to the gym, eat healthy, put a little bit of makeup on, not too much. But ultimately, men just want a supportive, kind, sweet woman. He's gonna go out there, take on the world, do all these difficult things, and he just wants to go home and know that there's peace, there's food on the table, the house is clean. It's really not that difficult. All men want the same thing.
See, and this is one of the reasons why men clown women for coming on social media over here. Why am I single? And I'm like, y'all can't keep pointing the finger at the men when the men don't really require much. And like that last lady said, for that matter, like, really attractive. I would make the argument for a lot of men, you just got to be attractive enough. If you're attractive enough for a man to get a hard on, you feel me? Everything else that was mentioned between these last 2 ladies, like, should be a breeze. It really ain't much, bro. Like, men don't really require much. That's why I'm like, you can't sit over here and point the finger at men for making it harder to date when men's requirements haven't really changed. Women have, it seems like the more women have gained over the years, the more they're requiring, while at the same time offering less. Meanwhile, men requirements have pretty much been stagnant for the most part.
In a post of a lady saying that men are always going to go to the easier one and to the woman who lets him do whatever. Think about this. Really, really think about this, ladies. Let's put our thinking caps on. You're with a girl who's argumentative, picks at everything you do, questions everything you do, doesn't let you lead, gets mad at you, doesn't forgive, doesn't want to, reel things in when things are tough. Or you could be with a girl who's peaceful. When you do something, she tries to understand where you're coming from. She tries to apologize. She loves you unconditionally. So even when you make a mistake, she still loves you. I don't think he's loving the easier one. I think he's loving the more mature one. Don't shoot me, don't pistol at me, but I'm just saying. I don't think some women understand this. There's women that are cool with a lot of things, and then there's women that bitch and nag at everything. It's not you being weak. It's just, you got to pick and choose your battles. Every day does not need to be an argument, but, just don't hurt me.
Here is a list of things that I do not do in a relationship that some may not agree with. Number 1, I do not expect for him to cover my monthly self-care expenses. Those were my expenses before the relationship. I budgeted for them. I can afford them. They are things that I like to enjoy during my me time. Number 2, I do not care how he utilizes social media. He can comment, share, like, and interact. I am going to comment, share, like, and interact. That is the use of social media. I create content. I expect that he would have ideas for me. He can expect to get some ideas from me. If you utilize social media the right way, it can provide additional financial resources. So I by no means care how he utilizes the platforms. When it's we time, and we disconnect. Number 3, I do not expect for him to share his cell phone location with me, but I will share mine with him. And it's simply because I know that he is a man's man, and that he can protect himself. But as a woman in this environment, I like knowing that he knows where I am, not to track me, but to keep me protected and to keep me safe. And that if I'm in a situation where I need him, if I'm having car problems, if there's just a situation where I am uncomfortable, he can easily get to me.
Yeah, the only people that are going to disagree with anything that she mentioned for real, for the most part, are going to be mostly women. Especially the part where she mentioned about being able to track her phone and the social media aspect. I can see all, yeah, and obviously, taking care of her hygiene and shit like that, self care and whatnot. Yeah, pretty much all of it. They're gonna, but especially 2 and 3 for sure. Especially those. One is going to be a little bit more of a mixed bag, but you're starting to see more women feeling, and you got women out here asking to get their hair and nails done before they even go on a first date with it. That's crazy work to me, but that is the dating landscape now, man.
2 + 2 = 4. Agree or disagree?
I mean, it depends on what the 2 is. Is it a pregnant mom? Is it 2 pregnant moms? Because that's more. Everything is not as simple.
I mean like math.
Just like 2 pencils plus 2 pencils.
The number 2 plus the number 2.
I would say for the most part, yes.
What do you mean for the most part?
Like I said, there's some variations where, but the thing is, even that is a flawed concept, because it's actually, that pencil is billions of atoms that are vibrating. So we've come to call it one pencil, but it's actually however many atoms vibrating on the same frequency to make this appearance, this optical illusion that this is a pencil.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the you think you is?
Stupid son of a... I can't stand a dumb motherfucker, man.
You stupid.
Great example of what's keeping a lot of women single. This unnecessary combativeness. This need to be right that Kevin Samuels was stressing so much. And it's being shown over and over and over again, even after its death. Can you explain to me why a simple question as 2 + 2 = 4 required so much detail? At this point, I'm really starting to think that women, especially Western women, are more competitive than men. Because, like, y'all need to be right about everything. That's the only thing at this point. It is like, it has to come from that. It just, y'all just think y'all are just so much better than men. Like, it does, to the point where y'all will sit over here and argue about shit that doesn't even require an argument. 2 + 2 = 4. Why are we over here talking about atoms and shit? He said the number 2 versus literally the number 2 + 2. And this bitch talking about pencils and atoms and babies and shit. Like, shut your dumb ass up.
If you're born in a country where you can't work, if you're born in a country where you're more dependent, we're not having this conversation. You have the freedom and flexibility of being able to not only make your own money, survive on your own, and also have options of dealing with men sexually and potentially relationally, regardless of how you act. Just may not be the man you want. So when you have a market like that, where they've been trained, taught, and indoctrinated to not value men's opinions, perspectives, or leadership, this is the scenario you run into. But if you had plopped them in any other environment where 1 or 2 of those things are removed, this would not be the same conversation. We have modernized civilization so far to where they can have conversations out loud about, do we need men? If you're born in a country where you can't work, if you're born in a country where you're more dependent, we're not having this conversation. You have.
Shout out to Jeff St. James, and he is 100% correct. When you're in a dating culture as a man where the only thing women value about the man is what they're receiving from him, and it's so bad and one-sided that if a man even requires any type of reciprocation, he's demonized for it. Yeah, kind of makes sense why a lot of women would be single, because what man would want to deal with a woman like that? And from what I can tell between the internet and what you're seeing out in the real world, it seems a lot of women are starting to become that way. Y'all let me know what you think about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe, OGs. I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.